What's up? Who's next? Huh? How about it? Who wants up?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Well, hello everyone.
I've never done this podcasting thing before. This is gonna be new.
Shut up, Ekim. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the most somber place that you could be in all of podcasting land, the VHS Doom podcast and rental store. Before we begin today, I'd like to take a moment of silence to remember my glorious, sweet, grundly co-host, Mikey Mutant. So, moment of silence, please. Oh, I'm not crying. You're crying. Yeah, so for those of you who didn't listen in last week, unfortunately, at the very end of the episode, Balthazar enacted his revenge. And not many of you listened. Actually, we only have about 9 listens on the last episode. So for those of you who skipped that episode because you didn't want to hear about that movie, you missed out. And Mikey's dead. He got his head blown off. So with us today, in honor of my glorious former co-host, we have Ekim. What's your last name? You guys are related, right? Are you Ekim? Like
it's his last name backwards.
Mutant? Oh, what's mutant spelled backwards?
Tootin?
Okay. So today we have Ekim Tutim, who is also a horse machine influencer in the studio with us, to cover to replace my former co-host. Super sad stuff, guys. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out already, go back and check out last week's episode where we covered Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez's From Dusk Till Dawn. Great episode, a lot of fun, and unfortunately at the very end, after a couple episodes ago, Mikey shot Balthazar to death with a shotgun. Balthazar came in, went postal, literally blew Mikey's head off, and then someone who's sitting next to me, claiming to be Mike's brother, said hello, took his phone, and then dipped, leaving me with a dead body and a destroyed store to deal with. So
I don't really work here, so it wasn't my responsibility. I'm sorry.
So whoever the fuck you are, what is going on? Like, just tell us a little bit about you, please.
I don't know. I don't really have a thing. I just usually just sit in behind and people see me.
You sit behind what? What are you talking
just
about?
Everything.
So you just sit behind things and people see you and talk to you?
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm here?
Yeah, and then they just come over and just give me a hug and say, hey, how's it going?
Okay. So you're Mikey's brother.
Some could say that.
Some could say that. You either are or you're not, right?
There was a ritual back then.
All right, this is getting weird. All right, well, we'll dive into that more throughout the show, and I appreciate you standing in. I'm going to have to open up auditions for.
Do I get a free shirt?
No, absolutely not. But you can
He
have.
didn't even get one.
No, Mikey definitely didn't get a free shirt. You can get.
He paid full price.
All employees pay full price except Troy. Troy's special. He gets stuff. Anyway, yeah. So I have a like white T-shirt here, like a wife beater. Here, you can put this on. There you go. Okay.
Nah, I'm good. Why is it all like sweaty?
It's kind of stained and there's some cigarette holes in it. I don't know.
There's mold in it too.
Is there? It kind of smells like.
That's what the blue stuff is.
Maybe that must have been Hugh Janus's, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So I'll introduce you to everybody. I know it's your first day. We'll get you settled in, but let's get started. What I usually do here is I'll kind of welcome everybody and do my pandering. So let's get into that, and then we'll talk some more. So if you haven't already, please, friends, give us a like, give us a follow, a rating, and share us with your friends. And
I do have a question. Why is the last episode labeled wrong?
Listen, you don't get to ask questions, and if you know anything about anything, the number 32 is cursed. Okay,
55th Street.
Right. So 3 plus 2 equals 5, and 5 is too close to Crip Mac. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, you got to be careful with the number 5.
You 5B?
Stupid.
55th Street.
All right. Crip. So, please, if you haven't already, give us a like, give us a follow, and a rating, and share us with your friends. And this upcoming week, share us with your family at Thanksgiving dinner. That's right. Pull your phone out, put on Spotify, turn it on full blast, and play episode... Shit, I don't remember the number. Cannibal Holocaust, double feature with Faces of Death. Full blast at Thanksgiving dinner. That's what I say you should do. I don't know. Your choice. But I think that's...
Was that the third episode or was Romero?
Romero's number 3. We might have done... It might have been episode 5. I'd have to look back, but I can't remember. But you just, you'll find it. Go through the catalog.
Yeah, I've never really listened to the show before, so this is all new to me.
Yeah, you just, if you go to Spotify and you look up the show and you scroll through, you'll find it. That's
you weren't
actually
allowed fancy things where I'm from, like a podcast.
I'm not going to ask you where you're from, not yet. Because, God damn it, I knew it. Fuck. All right. Okay, so. Yes, share us with your family at Thanksgiving dinner. It will not ruin dinner, I promise. We are hilarious, and everyone will be brought together in family Thanksgiving spirit, and you will all hug and laugh at the VHS Doom podcast. So, yeah, do that. But most importantly, subscribe to the show wherever you're listening. Thank you to those of you who have. We gained one more new subscriber on Spotify. We're up to 21, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I know it's not like,
I always forget you can follow things on there.
Yeah, please. Yeah, follow the show. You'll find out it comes out at like a midnight show. I know I say that every week, but yeah, we put it out a little earlier than, Saturday.
And then Mike used to post it on early in Saturday morning because he slept at a time.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Mike was really good at that. I guess I'm going to have to take over all of the social media or maybe have Ekim work on it. Are you smoking in the store? That's not allowed. Put that fucking cigarette out.
I thought I owned this place.
You don't own shit, bitch. Put that down. Put it out.
I was told otherwise.
There are certain things I'll let you smoke in here. Maybe crack, maybe weed. Definitely not cigarettes. Okay? Get that out of here. That makes VHSs smell like cigarettes or whatever.
And crack doesn't?
I don't know about crack. We'll talk about that later. All right. So, also, go check out our merch store. Yes, if you have not, as we say every week, go to vhsdoom.com, scroll all the way to the bottom of the website, and you will see a link to our merch store. It's hosted on another website, but all proceeds from purchases of our merch go to the show. And unfortunately, it used to be going towards Mikey getting a Mikey, but now maybe Ekim will get a Mikey. I don't really know. Yeah, hey, look, if you're watching on YouTube, Good old Ekim pulled it up. Somehow he knows how to screen share really well on this platform.
I don't know. I have a book here that's told me things.
Oh, did Mikey write a book out? All right, that's cute. I like that.
It's like it's made out of flesh.
Yeah, I kind of want that Beast and Heat shirt though, for sure. I'm probably gonna get that one.
The Faces of Death one is awesome,
and I really like the Grim Reaper. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, go check that out. Like I said, all proceeds go towards supporting the show, and eventually when we get a Patreon set up, it's been something that I've been behind on, but we'll get you guys more information on that. We're probably going to do
55th Street.
Crip. We'll have definitely a Crip supporting Patreon. No, we're not in a gang. Shut up, Ekim.
Houses, shut up.
Ekim, I don't even know you well enough for this. How are you getting me all riled up about Crip, Mac? I don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So, continuing. We would like you to come on the show. Hello. Are you a band, director, actor, or artist promoting some sort of project? Would you like a platform where you can talk to really awesome, consistent, and cool supporting listeners? If you are, shoot us an email. Go on your email account and log in to your own email and click new email and type in VHS
your password.
VHSdoom at gmail.com and say, hello, my name is Ekim. I would like to come on your show and talk about my project. And we would say, fuck yeah, let's get you on the show because we really want to support artists. Right. So if you guys want to promote, come on the show. You can pander to us. We promise we won't ask you a bunch of stupid questions, and I think it would be a lot of fun to do that. So.
Yeah, there's not going to be any cats.
Yeah, no cats. Yeah, so that's my open call to our artist, bands, directors, actor, friends. Come on, we want to help you out, and I think it would be a lot of fun. All right, cool. Oh shit, god damn, I forgot that was on there. If you're watching on YouTube. So I have not done an episode of the Doombox podcast in a long time, but you can buy the shirt at the same website. So, all right. So, yes, that is that. That's enough pandering. Let's continue. This week, friends, we do have an amazing episode in store for you, despite all of our grief that we've lost our sweet, sweet grundle, old Mikey. And today's episode is full of backwoods demon-fueled vengeance, which I may actually take part in because I'm pretty mad, honestly. But we'll continue with that. We'll see. Before we get to that, I guess, Ekim, this is where I would ask Mikey, like, how have you been? What have you been doing this week? I know I already told you, make sure you watch some movies, but, like, so what's up with you? Can you tell people about you a bit, I guess? I don't know.
I don't know. I assumed his life when he died.
What?
I am him now.
No, you're not.
No, just the usual. Just hanging out and yeah.
Is that it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So what you been up to, Ekim?
Just hanging out with Mike's family.
What? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you are technically his quote unquote brother.
Some could say that.
Okay. Would Katie say that?
She says hi.
Oh, hi, Katie. Hi.
I forgot to tell you that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay. Well, I wish Mikey was telling me that, but okay. So how's Mike's family been then? I guess
they're good. They're not too sad about him like exploding last episode.
Why?
It's a lot more quieter around the house now.
Oh my fucking god. Wow. I imagine that they would be in shambles.
They would be.
Yeah. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are in shambles. You're just being a dick. I don't know why. Okay. It's that like void mind you got. All right. Well, okay. Is anything new with Sammy, Mike's kid? I like,
he's been going to preschool. He just had his first parent-teacher conference.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was fun.
Yeah. Okay.
He's doing really well.
That's good, man. That's good. Cool. Well, I guess. Yeah. So what have you watched this week, Ekim?
All right, so the first one is Black Magic. What is it? Black Magic Rights. Sorry, it has a different title on IMDb when I clicked on it. The other title is Reincarnation of Isabel,
Okay,
1973 by Renato Pacelli. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Pacelli. Yeah.
The group of vampires keep a body of a witch in a castle cellar. They require virgin blood to resurrect her. A party of people arrive and things kick off. It's a very trippy movie.
Nice.
Very weird.
Okay.
Mariska Hargitay's father is in it. Mickey Hargitay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's one of the stars. And another, yeah. The next one I watched is one of my favorite vampire movies of all time, The Blood Splattered Bride.
Ooh,
from
okay.
Vicente Aranda?
Okay.
So this is more based on the story of Camilla instead of Dracula.
Cool.
So it's like a lesbian vampire movie. Newlywed Susan is haunted by visions of Miracella Karnstein, a centuries-old bride who murdered her husband on their wedding night. Cool. This is a really trippy movie. It's one of my favorites. If you like weird, like 70s European, like just trippy movies, like horror movies, this is for you. It's from 72. It's really good.
I feel like we recommend a lot of weird, trippy 70s horror movies. So if you're listening to the show, it's like there's like a 90% chance you would like either of those. Cool. All right. So now,
what'd you do? What'd you watch?
Good. You did it. All right. I was going to say you have to ask me. All right. Good job, Ekim. Okay.
I have a notebook here. It's telling me what to do.
Okay. Good. Just
in my head.
What? Okay. Yeah. So this week, what did I do? Actually, I was on vacation, man. So I went to California with the family. I went for my sister's wedding, which was beautiful. It's a Disney wedding. She rode in on a carriage pulled by a white horse. And
a horse machine?
Yes, a horse machine from ranchroad.com. What the fuck? You know about that? Nothing if not continuity. All right, Sprite Man. Usually Mikey's drinking some sort of like wildly caffeinated. Oh, you have a NOS too. Okay. All right, you're ready. You're good then. Okay. Yeah, so she rode in on a fucking like white carriage and with a white horse pulling it in. All right, I'm pretty nerdy. If you didn't realize, I mean, I'm wearing like a D20 hoodie.
We have a horror podcast.
Yeah, so I appreciated so much about this wedding because, all right, for their vows, they rolled dice to see who would go first to say their vows. They had their rings and a Paw-Poo fruit from Kingdom Hearts.
I never played the game. Well, no, I played the first one.
Bro, Kingdom Hearts is fucking boss. I love that series. But anyway, so they have that. Yeah, they have their rings and a Paw-Poo fruit, and then they also their wedding songs were all like jazzed up versions of Kingdom Hearts songs. So like the song they walked out to was like the Old Town song that was kind of jazzed up a little bit. If you ever played the game, so it was a lot of fucking fun.
It's been like 20 years for me, I feel like.
Yeah, well, you should check it out again. It's a ton of fun, man. If you go back and play it. But I actually bought it for PS4 when I bought the PS4.
We're gonna get a PS5 soon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We got off tangent.
No, you're fine. Yeah, but if you are interested in Kingdom Hearts, they sell all of the games in a single pack.
That's was it like Final Fantasy meets Disney, I think, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they have some crossover characters, in Kingdom Hearts from Final Fantasy too. So, but yeah. Anyway, it was a really cool wedding. So it was weird. The week was like an up and down kind of week, right? So there was like a lot. It was almost like as extreme as you could get. So amazing wedding. And then my daughter, so as soon as I get this rental van, right, and we are going to drive up the coast of California, go see the redwoods, and come back down, see the beach, right. As soon as we get in the van, my daughter has been hungry through the flight because we forgot to pack snacks like assholes. So she gorges herself on these
God, I've done this myself when I was a kid.
Yeah, she gorges herself on these bold smelling goldfish, drinks a ton of water, gets in the car, in her car seat, and then vomits a massive amount, just like
I have a story about this after you do this. Sorry.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, so everything smells like. Actually, and we had eaten at this like Del Taco real quick for lunch, and she ate a little bit.
How is that? I heard it's better than Taco Bell.
It is better than Taco Bell for sure, but it's on that level. But it's better. But yeah, so she had eaten part of like a refried bean burrito and some French fries and all of those goldfish, and so she vomited like The Exorcist all over everything. So I
was waiting for you to say that.
I was in the middle of traffic on the 405 when she did this, and I had to make an emergency exit, and my mom was trying to clean off vomit from Ari, and then I had to pull her out, and she's like, what happened to my hands? Because they're covered in vomit, right? And she's only 2. She doesn't know what's happening. So we have to pull everything out, clean her off, get her changed in a McDonald's parking lot.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then luckily the hotel that I picked was like a Staybridge kind of deal. So it had like laundry and stuff. So we did all the laundry, you know. And
imagine if you didn't have that. Oh, my God.
Got it. I would have found a laundromat for sure.
Yeah.
So that was like a down. And then an up, we went and saw the redwoods. And I have pictures of my tiny little 2-year-old walking inside of these trees that have been around since the year like 0. You know what I mean?
The year of our Lord.
Yeah, the year of Jesus, our Lord, and Satan Christ, or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, so that's amazing. And then in the fucking parking lot of this amazing experience, she trips, falls on her face, and busts her teeth, and they get pushed back in her mouth, and there's blood everywhere. So,
oh, God.
Then we head to the ER. Right. Wild. And then just for more like hot and cold, we take her to the ER. She's fine. They say, no worries. Her teeth are okay. They're not broken. Nothing's broken. You're okay. Go to the dentist when you get home. Cool. So traumatic experience, ER for hours. And then we go see the Pacific Ocean, and it's beautiful. And we touch the ocean, and it's great. And then we get a fucking flat tire in the van. Right. So,
oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that part.
Yeah, I fixed it with a patch. Like, luckily, I know a little bit about fixing up cars and taking care of shit. So I was good.
I know nothing.
But
I know they crash them. That's it.
Wildly stressful, right? So it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and then finally we went and checked out the Santa Barbara Pier. There's like a children's museum out there. Ton of fun. We ended on a high note. Everything was good. We got to the airport, no problem. But holy fuck, bro. Traveling with a toddler, especially on Western time, was ridiculous.
The most we've gone is my parents' house in New York.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's a tough deal. But
that's only an hour. I can't imagine like a plane ride and then driving up and down California.
Yeah, Ari's a trooper. She's a really good kid. So we didn't run into too many tantrums, didn't run into too many things that made us like want to die. But those big things that went wrong were annoying. So, but yeah, you said you had a puke story. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I want to say it was like 5th grade. The night before, I slept over at my uncle's house. We went to eat for breakfast. I wasn't hungry, so then he dropped me off at my parents because we were going to my cousin's wedding reception.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat all day since the other day. So like I was so hungry that like it was a buffet. Oh. So I just kept eating food. And then we got like it was over. We were getting in the car, and all of a sudden I just projectile vomit. I'm all the way back in the van.
Yeah.
And this is like a Nissan Quest. Is it Quest? I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah.
And like I threw up all the way forward. Like we had to stop on the side of the road. We all had to get out, and like they had to like wipe down the like seats.
Oh my God. You did the Exorcist just like my daughter. Luckily she looked down and went so I
did that one other time
in the seat, luckily. Yeah.
Going to summer camp, I can't really read when I'm like in the car, like someone's driving.
Yeah.
And like I was playing a Game Boy, and like it made me dizzy, and I threw up like all my food. And like when we stopped, I saw everything just slide down the I guess like the walkway.
Oh no!
And they had to call my dad to pick me up from right there.
Oh God, wild, dude, wild. Yeah, kids and vomit, man. That's welcome to our show. So, yeah, it's wild, Ekim. I'm glad I'm getting to know you. That's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah. So as far as what I watched, I didn't have a ton of time, but I had a little bit of time on the plane, and then I was able to squeeze in one extra movie. So I only have 2 extras outside of Pumpkinhead. But so this week I watched From a Whisper to a Scream by Jeff Burr from 1987, which is a lot of fun. So that's actually one of Vincent Price's much later near last roles where he was actually acting on screen. But he's kind of like the narrator, the librarian of this this like small town called Old Town, where all of these things go wild. So it's kind of like a piece together. You see these different stories from different time periods throughout the town.
Wait, did you watch this because he made Pumpkinhead too?
Yeah. I was kind of trying to figure out who
his
what,
Leatherface. The third one is so good. Have you seen it or no?
No, I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, so the third Texas Chainsaw is good, and also Stepfather 2 is really good that he did.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I was trying to stay in the Pumpkinhead vein, and I did see, okay, this has Vincent Price in it, and it's connected a little bit to Pumpkinhead, so I wanted to stick with that. So that's why I did.
I heard Pumpkinhead 2 was not good.
Pumpkinhead 2 is out of the pocket. It is its own movie.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but that's what I've read. But yeah, so I really like From a Whisper to a Scream. I think it's worth watching Vincent Price in anything.
I still need to watch that. I know Scream Factory put it out on Blu-ray, I think, recently.
Yeah. It's on Amazon for free if you wanted to check it out. But yeah, so it really, really fun combination of stories. There's honestly, there's a part with like kids where like kids are running a town, which is very much like Children of the Corn, kind of. It's wild. That's a wild film. So,
that's a good movie.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So next I watched The Strangeness by David Michael Hillman from 1985. So The Strangeness really creeped me out. It is not like the highest budget production by any means. Like a lot of this was filmed in this director's garage, and they used foil, like spray painted black, to make the caves. But they do a really good job of making it feel like you're in a cave, despite knowing that information. And I have a terrible fear of caves in general. And like if I watch one of those like cave crawler videos, I will pass out on the ground.
Have you seen The Descent?
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
You gotta see that movie. It's a good movie.
No.
It's by Neil Marshall.
No. So,
Neil Marshall.
Ekim, no. I don't want to die of a panic attack.
It's splunking.
No. I hate that shit.
Wrong.
God damn it. So anyway, yes, The Strangeness, essentially there's this mine that these 2 people have been paid to open up with explosives, and earthquake kind of thing happens, and they see a monster and they get killed. And then
I've seen the cover of this. I've never seen this before. Okay.
Another team comes in and they want to find the gold, right? But they're getting picked off like one by one. Geologists gets picked off, author gets picked off, right? So that the team's pretty eclectic, and you find out that this monster that's in the cave is essentially like it's a pretty cool like monster movie, because it's this big tentacly monster with a vagina head. They said they didn't mean for it to look like that, but it looks like a giant vagina head, and it grabs them and like puts them in the vagina head and essentially coats them in this like slime and then sticks them on the wall. It's pretty fucking ridiculous.
They call it the labiator.
Pretty much. The second working title I heard was called The Labiator, but they stuck with The Strangeness because they couldn't figure it out. So yeah.
They couldn't find it.
They couldn't find a better title. They couldn't find it. Yeah. So anyway, it's fun. They have some really good shots where they use flares. Like I really like the red hue that a flare gives off. They use that as their lighting. They have some really cool shots where they have like a flashlight straight ahead of the camera, and that's all you see is like in the flashlight frame. So they did some cool camera work, and the sense of anxiety is there for me being in a cave and underground, despite it not being the highest budget film. But I think it's worth a watch. It seemed to be really well put together, and it's a claymation monster. They did a really good job with that. Especially there's a scene where a guy gets like eaten. You get to see him get eaten and shoved in the vagina head. And I think they did a good job. So yeah, cool. And that's what I watched. So let's move on. Now, Ekim, the next section is where we check everybody in from last week. Would you like to do this, or would you like me to do this?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, all right. So last week, we sent them home with Bloody Bloody Bible Camp from 2012 by Vito Trabucco. We sent them home with Killer Nun from 1979 by Giulio Berruti. We sent them home with Nude Nuns with Big Guns. Tons of fun. 2010 by Joseph Guzman. Dog Soldiers from 2002 by Neil Marshall. Ginger Snaps from 2000 by John Fawcett. And lastly, for the kids, we sent them home with James and the Giant Peach from 1996 by Henry Selick. How does everything look, Ekim?
Everything looks okay.
Really?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Cool. All the tapes are there?
Yeah.
Everything's rewound?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Maybe Mikey was manufacturing all that chaos himself.
He could have.
Oh shit, what's that?
Being lifted up by a giant monster.
Shit, that monster has a giant penis-looking head. What is happening there?
The penis monster got me.
The penis monster got him. Is it a revenge penis?
It must be.
Oh, Ekim. Oh, man. Okay.
Gabby, can you help me? Yeah. I don't know you. Fuck you.
Oh, my God. Oh, Scabby doesn't know you. Like, hold on. I got you. Okay. All right, Ekim, you good? You good? Okay. I think Ekim's good. I shot the monster. I think everything's okay. Ekim, are you okay? Ekim.
You shot me too.
I shot you too. Oh. And Scabby won't
slowly bleed out over the next hour.
Okay. Well, yeah, Scabby said he's not going to help you because he doesn't know you. So I get that. Yeah, you're not familiar. But so was there a penis monster in the box? I'm confused.
No, it broke in through the ceiling.
Oh. Was it the revenge? Was that Pumpkinhead?
I think so, but he didn't tell me his name.
Well, of course he wouldn't. He doesn't care if he's out to get you. What did you do something that really pissed somebody off?
I think I might have.
What? Did you hurt someone?
I caused situations.
Well, that makes sense because you're a horse machine influencer. So you influence situations.
Some would say that.
Some would say that. Okay. All right. Sounds good, Ekim. Okay. Well, you just we have some tourniquets in the back.
I can't put a tourniquet around my stomach.
Yeah, we have like a big ass like sheet there. You can just wrap that up real quick. Oh God. All right. Well, you just relax. You relax. We'll tie yourself up. I'm gonna move forward, and we'll be okay. Don't worry. Luckily, I think you should be all right because we're gonna do something a little bit different this week. So, all right, motherfuckers. This week, due to Mikey's untimely murder, I'm not really feeling like pressing play and doing all the normal stuff that we do. So I think I want to get out of the store for a while. I think I want to take a little walk out and about in the hills while we talk about this film. Scabby was consoling me this morning, and he gave me this tiny little shrunken head. Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah. So this guy is called Tiny.
Hi, I'm Tiny.
And Scabby said if I feed it just a wee bit of crack from a crack and waterbed lab with a spoon. If you don't know about the Crack and Waterbed Lab, please head back and check out our Pieces episode. You'll get that joke, and it'll be a lot more fun for you. But if I feed this tiny little Tiny a little bit of crack, it's going to suck us all in and transport us up into DEM HILLS, where we can go see Pumpkinhead's grave for ourselves. And I may or may not try to get a little vengeance for my sweet baby grundle that done passed away. We'll see. Ekim, I guess you can come. You should be maybe through the void. You'll get stitched back up. I don't want you to think for even 1 second that you're replacing Mikey, though. No one in the world could replace that beautiful, dark, terrifying Jewish soul that's just so precious to me. You can't do it. All right, cool. I have the crack here in one of the VHS cases. Let me get it out. All right. Eat up, you little bitch.
Crack! Here we go!
Except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of faith. And the science gets done and you make a neat count for the people who are still alive.
All right. We are here up in DEM Hills. You see all the hills and all the rednecks and all the old trucks and dirty children?
These hills don't have eyes.
These hills don't have eyes, but they do have a terrifying vengeance monster. All right, Ekim, you brought the Blu-ray, right? Can you read the back of that for me?
It's just,
Oh, here. Have a little crack. Here you go.
okay.
All right. Go ahead.
So it's this one.
Yeah.
Okay. When a group of teenagers inadvertently kill his only son, Ed Harley, Lance Hendrickson from the movie Alien seeks the powers of a backwoods witch, bringing the child back to life, but instead she invokes the Pumpkinhead demon, which, once reborn, answers only to Ed's bloodlust, but as the creature wreaks its slow, unspeakable tortures on the teens, Ed, confronted with a horrifying secret about his connection to the beast, realizes that he might have found a way to stop its deadly mission before he becomes one of the creatures forever. Okay, that's it. Usually it's just like a little snippet, but like, look at this.
Yeah, that's a really good overview.
Right here, and it says who's in it too.
Yeah. You did good, Ekim, for your first time. That's good. All right, so a couple notes on cast, crew, and company. So Pumpkinhead is a 1988 American supernatural horror film. It was the
classic.
Yes, it was the directorial debut of special effects artist Stan Winston. God. The film has built up a cult following since its release. The first in the Pumpkinhead franchise, it was followed by a direct-to-video sequel, 2 film sequels, and a comic book series. Have you ever read the comic books, Ekim?
No, but I heard it's good.
Yeah, I have too, but I have not read them either. So the film was originally called Vengeance the Demon, and it was inspired by a poem that was written by poet Ed Justin, which we will actually read later. The film inspired a video game called Blood Wings, Pumpkinhead's Revenge.
Didn't even know there was a video game. That's cool.
It's old and it was not received well, but we'll talk about that later too.
But I see why. Okay.
Yeah, but a reboot is currently in the works from Paramount Players. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. Okay, so the screenplay on this was by Mark Patrick Carducci and Gary Girani. The story was by Mark Patrick Carducci, Stan Winston, and Richard C. Weinman. It was produced by Bill Blake, and cinematography was by Bojan Bazeli, which is a really cool name, and I want to know what else he's worked on. Let's see.
Production company is one of your favorite guys to talk about.
Is it?
De Laurentiis. when we did Evil Dead, you were making funny voices as his name.
The De Laurentiis Entertainment Group.
Yes. All right. Cool.
That went from Italian to French really fast.
A baguette. La Louvre.
I don't know. Whatever. Wow. Okay. Cool.
Fromage.
Looks like Rock of Ages, The Lone Ranger, Pete's Dragon, Underwater, Snake Eyes, Peter Pan, and Wendy. That's like this year. This guy's been working a while. He went on to do King of New York. Wow.
He's worked with a lot of amazing directors and Michael Bay.
That you fit right in, my friend. He did The Ring. Okay, cool.
He also did. Did you say Kingdom of New York?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And he did the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers too. That Ferrara did.
Holy shit.
That's cool.
All right, so Bojan Bazelli. It might be a weird name, but he's done some shit, man. This was edited by Marcus Manton. The music was by Richard Stone. And as Ekim said, the production company was De Laurentiis Entertainment Group. And it was released on October the 14th,
What did I sign on for?
1988, with a full release on January the 13th, 1989. Now, the budget for this
It was shot in
film,
'87.
the budget for this film was $3.5 million. And at the box office, they made a little bit of money, $4.4 million. So if you're profitable, good for you. Great.
That's $3 right now.
It's about $3. Are you good? Are you good at inflation too, Ekim?
Yeah, when you're in the void, everything is okay.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, so this week, I was kind of concerned that we weren't going to run into enough notes for us to carry this through, and that we would just cover the actual plot, but we're not, because I was able to come up with some material, and we'll get into more information about that shortly. But this week, as far as the plot goes, let's just discuss some of our favorite plot points, maybe some kills, stuff like that. So
Mike had a lot of notes for this movie.
Mikey had put in a bunch of notes.
Like he finally did some notes.
Oh, wow. He actually did work?
Yeah, scroll down. You'll see.
Holy shit. Mikey did work. Okay, well, Ekim, why don't you go ahead and read off what Mikey was thinking?
So he thought it was awesome that an effects artist, Tom Woodruff Jr., played Pumpkinhead.
Okay.
And I like his effects work. He's done other things. He was part of Sam Winston's studio.
Okay, yeah.
I liked how that they almost use the same creature model as the movie Aliens.
It's so close, yeah. But I mean, yeah, Stan.
I think they did it on purpose though, because he did the effects for that one.
Right? Yeah, he made that anyway, right?
But he did. From what I read, that Stan Winston didn't do any of the monster designs. He let his effects artist do it because he thought he had like a good confidence in them to do it.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I did hear that as well. That they designed it without his oversight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also Lance Hendrickson nails it. Like he's amazing in this movie.
He's such a good actor. He really is.
Yeah, he's in like everything.
Yeah.
I love the cinematography of it and how it was like a fall, like creepy, like witchy kind of like feeling to it.
Yep.
Let's see. So the kill where the girl gets her face pushed through the window, was brutal as hell. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then. How much would the gold coins cost that Lance Hendrickson's character has now?
Oh, dude, that was probably like $80 million worth of gold or something. I don't know.
That was like $2.
I don't know inflation. Yeah.
And then he also wrote down the kids. Those kids were pieces of shit.
Dude, those kids were.
They clearly saw him running and just like ran him over.
Right? Like, come on. Well, first of all, the older brother was a piece of shit for sure, but the younger brother. One thing I didn't love was that Lance Hendrickson's character said they didn't stay, but the one boy obviously stayed. You know what I mean? Like he did stay. Yeah. He didn't just leave. So that was kind of like, come on. I understand you're a father and you're enraged, but.
And then Lance Hendrickson bought the props for the store and the house.
Yeah. You know what? That is pretty cool. I did read that. I also read that he the gold coins that you just mentioned, he was the one who went out and found them and bought them himself.
Yeah, that's what I was joking around saying. Like, how much did you spend on those coins?
Oh, he actually spent for himself? Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think. So I watched this. If you guys want, it's on Amazon, right? Because I don't have the physical copy because unfortunately my physical media collection is shit. But yeah, so I luckily when you watch these on Amazon, you get a lot of trivia thrown in, and
I love that stuff when you can just like scroll down and like has everything.
Yeah, it was great. So I read all of those every time. It really helps with the show, actually. But yeah, so the fact that he was so invested in this film that he purchased props, like that's a big deal.
I thought that was awesome.
And you know what they said? What got him on the script, and he was like, "I'm going to do this film," was the scene where his dead son sits up and says, why did you do that, Daddy? And then like, that's a big spooky moment, you know, and that got Lance Hendrickson interested in the script, which was
Oh wait, I think Mike has another one on here.
yeah. What you got?
As a parent, I honestly would have done the same thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. Rest in peace, my sweet Grundle. Rest in peace. Mikey, he was such a good dad. Such a good dad. All right. So I'll jump in on my notes here. So I was just going through again on those Amazon notes, and I found some cool ones. So Lance Hendrickson had that mouthpiece made for himself to give himself a snaggletooth for the part, which is kind of like turned, right in the front. And he matches the look of the monster very well in the end. Hendrickson actually, like I said, went and purchased the gold coins where he pays the old lady. I think that the old woman's witch makeup was sick.
Oh, perfect. It was amazing. It was very creepy.
That was a 60-pound suit that the actress had to put on every day when they were filming. So
that must take like 5 or 6 hours just to put all the appliances on.
I'm sure, right? The way they did the hair, how fine her hair was, the way the firelight was shining through the hair, wild. When Pumpkinhead carves the cross on Maggie's head, I thought that was a pretty good effect. They did a good job with that. You didn't see a bunch of it didn't look weird. That was nice. And then when the little boy sits up and asks, "Why'd you do this, Daddy?" That scared the shit out of me. Because I had my headphones in on the plane watching this, and I was like, "Ah!" Yeah, that got me good. Ed Harley's eyes, when he and the demon are connected, those contacts were sick. Those were great. They did a great job with that. And then when Ed tells the old woman, I love this line, "God damn you," and she replies, "He already has." That was the best.
That was awesome.
I did like that a lot. I also said when Maggie gets her head smashed through the glass window was pretty sick. I also really liked all the effects work that they did on the younger brother. I can't remember his name that dies first. Now, he, not being the best actor, had his eyes open in a shot where he was supposed to be dead.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, and the little boy, even though he was passed out, grabbed onto his dad and held on. You could see his arms moving when he was carrying him away.
I never saw that either. That's funny.
So just little things that I noticed, that continuity stuff that they missed, but it was still good. I love it. So when Pumpkinhead stabs the gun through Joel and lifts him
so fucking awesome.
I thought that was really cool. That was good. And then also, I really was a big fan of the imagery of Pumpkinhead tearing down the cross in the church and destroying it. So, rather than continuing on to chase after those, that group, he stops, tears the cross, and smashes it. So, obviously, Holy Ground has no sway over Pumpkinhead. And also, he has a hatred for the imagery of the church, which I thought that was just a cool little scene that they added in. And then lastly, I was like, oh, no way, when the old woman puts the little body into the grave and it has the necklace. It's Ed, So, and they tell you essentially, so you become Pumpkinhead after you die, right? Sorry, that's your life now. That's your death. So I thought that was really cool. I love this movie. It's a classic for sure.
I usually watch it around Halloween, but I held out because we were going to do it the week after.
Yeah, there were so many good Halloween movies. I get it, but I'm glad.
This definitely does feel like a Halloween movie. I mean, as I said, the way it's shot.
Yeah.
Look, even in this, they have pumpkins and stuff in there like that.
Yeah, I mean, they had the pumpkins. Pumpkinhead is called Pumpkinhead not because he has a head that looks like a pumpkin. He's called Pumpkinhead because his grave is in a pumpkin patch. All right, so next we're going to move on into
55th Street.
Some production notes. There aren't a ton of production notes, but I did piece together a few. Also, I was able to find the original poem by Ed Justin we'll go through, and we're going to get actually much deeper into the character of Pumpkinhead rather than the production, because there's a lot more information readily available on the character's development than there is on the production of the films. So we'll go over just a couple of notes here. So Pumpkinhead was inspired by a poem by Ed Justin, as we said. The De Laurentiis Entertainment Group sent Stan Winston the script, only expecting him to do the special creature effects. But
That's funny.
I know, right? Winston instead saw in the project an opportunity to make it his directorial debut.
Yeah, he really liked the story from what I heard.
Yeah, I get it. Given Winston was then busy refining the story, he gave free rein regarding design to his artists, Alex Gillis, Shane Mann, John Rosengrant, and Tom Woodruff Jr., the last of whom also wore the Pumpkinhead suit.
One of the best effects artists, in my opinion.
Very, very good. We really need to get into like a top. We should do a top 10.
We should just do like an effects artist like episode.
That would be great.
Focus on like 3 or 4 people.
I would love that. Yeah. Winston's experience regarding creature work enabled the effects not to use too much of the limited $3 million budget. Also, as we've said a couple times, it seems that Lance Hendrickson also helped out with that by personally purchasing a lot of the props and stuff. So it seems like everybody was invested in this project themselves. Filming did take place in Los Angeles, California, although I feel like they did a really good job of keeping it kind of vague on it.
The way they shot that, like the town where the witch lives, like the mountain town, like a little mountain like village. I thought it was really cool how they made like there's like different sized buildings all around.
Yeah.
And the way they filmed it made it seem like it's like a bigger place than it was.
Kind of, right? Yeah, they did a good job with that. And I thought it could have been like Appalachia almost. I know, like
that's what it's supposed to be, at least.
The scene where the kids are driving, like that, like oh god, that's a driving burp. Oh Jesus, I almost vomited. So yeah, that like brown grass doesn't really exist in Appalachia like that. That is definitely more Californian or Western. But when they get up into the village, that looks like Appalachia for sure.
Yeah.
So I feel like they did a good job of keeping it relatively vague on where this could have taken place. So it could take a place, in your backyard. So
I like the tagline on this, actually, a grim fairy tale.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so, all right, let's walk over here. We're in the graveyard now. We've been walking through DEM HILLS for a little while now.
No eyes.
Yeah, with no eyes. And I see
DEM HILLS with no eyes.
I see a little perch. It looks like it looks like a little pimple right on the middle of in the graveyard there. And I think that's where little baby Pumpkinhead lives. So we're going to go over and we're going to dig him up. Real quick.
Wait,
right?
No, I didn't sign on to this.
Yeah, so you grab a shovel, bitch.
I don't know how. I don't have hands.
You don't have an option. Take the shovel.
Use my feet.
Ekim, I barely know you.
They came back. Okay.
I will shoot you with the shotgun. Go on, dig, bitch. Sorry, but I need my buddy back. I need vengeance. Vengeance is mine.
I knew you were going to say that.
Vengeance is mine, saith the Dylan. All right. Cool. Dig. Now, while he's digging, I'm going to go ahead and thank you. I'm going to go ahead and read the original poem, which is titled Pumpkinhead by Ed Justin. All right. Keep on digging.
Ed's the Pumpkinhead.
Now, I will say this poem was not written specifically for the film, and this does not mention or have any relation to the revenge demon. Okay, so the original version. Keep on digging, Ekim. I'm watching you. Keep away from Pumpkinhead, unless you're tired of living. His enemies are mostly dead. He's a mean and unforgiving. Laugh at him and you're undone. But in some dreadful fashion, vengeance he considers fun, and plans it with a passion. Time will not erase or blot a plot that he has brewing. It's when you think that he's forgot, he'll conjure your undoing. Bolted doors and windows barred, guard dogs prowling in the yard, won't protect you in your bed.
And DMX.
Nothing will from Pumpkinhead. Honestly, that sounds a little bit like Balthazar to me, if I do say so, because Mikey happened to really offend him, and there was nowhere he could hide, and he was murdered in cold blood. I haven't talked to Balthazar since that day, and I am going to get vengeance on him today, I tell you what. Did you get the body out of there?
It smells like shit.
Yeah, carry it. Oh, holy shit. There's the old woman. She's walking through the graveyard.
Why are there monster cans all around the body?
Uh-oh. What? I don't know.
You didn't see them? They were under the coffin.
That's a lot of monster. All right, so I see this there's an old lady walking over there. She's got to be at least 200, maybe 300 years old. That is.
Why is she creative walking?
Literally never seen someone as old as that in my entire fucking life. Her skin looks like fucking tissue paper. Holy shit.
Dude, that's not skin.
What is that?
Organs.
You can just see her organs with the sunlight. Okay. All right. So
I heard that happened with Mike too because he was so pale.
Yeah, pick up that burnt little baby corpse. Let's go. We're going to go talk to her. True story. Did you know, Ekim, that Egyptian mummies are rare today, not because there weren't a lot of them, but because the English ate most of them during the Victorian era?
Yep.
Beans and mummies, please. Beans and dim walls. And
they thought they could get the powers of them.
They got beans and dim walls and mummies and dim bellies. All right.
Cannibalistic freaks.
We love you, British listeners. We do, I promise. Okay, so as is with the case with many of the movies we cover, there aren't that many behind-the-scenes production notes, as I was saying, for me to wow you with. But with Pumpkinhead, there's a lot of information on the specific character's development, thanks to the 3 follow-up films after the original and the cult following. So what I thought we could do for this next section is to dive into some of the available information that I have about the cutest little monster up in DEM HILLS, old Pumpkinhead. Crap! I got to stop doing that. Fuck.
That was the best one you've done.
Is it? Nice. Bro, that fucking dude, he's too much. All right, we're headed to that old woman's house. Let's go. Okay, so here are some character notes. Let's dive right in. So Pumpkinhead was also called the Demon of Vengeance, or simply Vengeance. Is featured in Pumpkinhead, along with 3 sequels, which are Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings, Pumpkinhead, Ashes to Ashes, and lastly, Pumpkinhead Blood Feud, not including what may be in production right now. The original...
Wait, he's a rapper?
Yes.
Oh, I think it was just a guy.
You thought he was just famous for being himself?
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty cool, I guess. Not cool. He's unique. That's the word I'll use.
A lot of if you type in his name, it comes up with Corey in the House also.
Is that the same guy?
No, it's not. There's questions if you type in Quit Mac is, it'll ask that question.
They look just the same when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, the first one when I typed in, it says Crip Mac was on Disney Channel.
What?
Or was he on Disney Channel?
Oh, okay.
He's not Kyle Massey, but people keep calling him Kyle Massey.
Bro, they look pretty similar now that you point it out. They really do. Wow. Holy shit. Okay. Why don't we take a quick little break from today's show sponsor, Crip Mac. Crip!
On hood.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
This shit ain't a game. I like to let motherfuckers know around the world it get real tricky, it get real Mickey, it get real dangerous. My goddamn, he came to 55th Street to do an interview. God, great man on hood. But I'll fuck your wife, Custer. I'ma keep it 55th Street. A Custer is a buster with a C on my motherfucking crib. We gonna do nifty things in that Motel 5 with that sitch. Let's go ahead and keep it 55th Street. God damn it. On hood, everything would have seemed all right, cuz you would eventually got put on. We're gonna name him Dynamite Blue. Dynamite Blue, cuz I like the blue at the end of it. In the county jail, you gangbang, Nick, they gonna punch the shit out of you. And remember, if you ever do a lot of time in jail, never commit suicide. Shaniqua, she is the top. And keep it 55th Street, you find me? We'll do Stacy Mack. Told you I want to own the stuff 5 the kids, the gyms and shit. Some big booty, beautiful sitches, they can run the program. Give back 5 the community, as I see successful. But over money, I ain't never gonna change. I am Snoo the fuck I am. I'm gonna keep it 55th Street. Well, kids, we're going to keep it 55th Street. Kids, they should go to school. They should take care of their family, do shit for themselves. But you can't say every kid not going to gangbang because a lot of kids want to do this shit. You got to get prepared on neighborhood crib. Watch this car right here. Lupe, you got to park closer, 5 feet closer. Just know, Crip Max said this is not a motherfucking game. Some people drink alcohol and they don't drink no water. That would kill you. You gotta eat, you gotta drink water, Kev, before you drink. It's not rocket science, motherfucker. Crap.
Okay, all right, so continuing. The original creature was designed by Stan Winston, who also designed the alien queen in Aliens, or his team actually designed that original creature design. But he did design the alien queen in Aliens, so they probably took some inspiration from his previous work and put it into this movie. Pumpkinhead was portrayed by Tom Woodruff Jr., who also portrayed numerous other fictional monsters in films such as Aliens, in the original 1988 film, and later by Mark McCracken in the sequel, although he was not credited.
Cracking your nuts.
McCracken them nuts. McCracken them skulls. Pumpkinhead was later portrayed by Bob Gunter in the last two sequels in 2006 and 2007, which were distributed by Sci-Fi, although Gunter, like McCracken them nuts, was not credited. Wow, rude. The costume of Pumpkinhead used in the original 1988 film was most likely burned, and disposed of.
They burn it during the movie.
Right. Yeah, so it was most likely burned and disposed of after making the film, as the creature did burst into flames at the end of the film.
That was the suit being burned.
Right, they burned the original suit. You think they would have made some sort of secondary, but all right.
Especially for an effects house, that's kind of weird.
But apparently, the costume that was used in the sequels by Sci-Fi is for sale at a movie collectibles website known as Prop Store. I don't know if it's still there or not, but you could buy the suit and scare the literal shit out of your nephew Sammy if you wanted to. Don't do that. I'd beat you up.
He'd love it. He loves he likes spooky stuff.
I know, but that's really scary. That would be
Pumpkinhead. I showed him the box of it. He said it was cool. He said it was like
if
he called it an alien at first.
If like a 7-foot tall Pumpkinhead showed up in his house, he would.
We have an 8-foot tall skeleton in our front yard.
But those are
cute. Loves it.
Pumpkinhead is not.
I don't know. He likes spooky things.
All right. I don't know.
His favorite toy right now is literally my alien NECA figure.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Maybe he'd like it. I don't know. Okay. All right. So moving on. In the Pumpkinhead films.
Well, Michael's.
Right. Ekim. Stop interrupting me. That is not how we do this.
I'm sorry.
Hello. Ekim. What is your last name again?
Tutum.
Tutum?
I think so. No.
Ekim Tutum. Hush. All right. Okay. So in the Pumpkinhead film, God damn it, I'm gonna fucking throw here. Hold on. Come here, you little. Oh, you know what? I would shoot you, but you're carrying the body, and we're almost to this old woman's house. So keep walking. Keep it going.
Behind you.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I'm behind you.
Are you? Don't worry. I just shot at the ground.
Now you don't have a code.
No, I shot at the ground. Don't worry. Now keep it moving. Shut up. God damn it. All right. So, continuing, in the Pumpkinhead films, the demon can be conjured by a summoner or summoners to exact revenge on anyone who's wronged them by viciously and painfully killing them in such a myriad of ways. The targets are marked for death, and no matter where they go, Pumpkinhead will always find them, for he is a demon. As the marked one dies, the summoner or summoners will begin to feel both the physical and emotional pain that the victims of Pumpkinhead feel, and they will begin to see the grisly murders being performed through the demon's eyes. Pumpkinhead also feels any pain that its conjurer feels, except for the pain that they feel from Pumpkinhead's victims. Hence, the only way to kill the creature is to kill the conjurer or conjurers. The more summoners there are in the ritual, the bigger and stronger Pumpkinhead will be. This is most notable in the third film, where as each summoner was killed, Pumpkinhead appeared to get shorter until he was at his regular height. If anyone stops Pumpkinhead, their soul will be cursed with damnation. and the only way to cleanse it is to allow the next Pumpkinhead that's summoned to kill them. If there are any surviving targets from the previous summoning, Pumpkinhead will go after those targets and finish his previous assignment before moving on to the new one. So you're never free of Pumpkinhead. In the original 1988 film, Pumpkinhead was first conjured by a man named Ed Harley, who desired vengeance for his son that was accidentally killed, quote unquote, accidentally, by a teenager on a motorcycle named Joel. However, in the beginning of the film, Pumpkinhead is seen 20 years previous when Ed was only a boy and was murdering a man who had been begging Ed's father to save him from the creature. Pumpkinhead murdered the man shortly after his father refused to save him, and the man, unfortunately, did make the statement, "I didn't hurt that girl, I swear it," before he was dragged off and killed, so assumedly he was a dirtbag. All right, so a few characteristic notes. Well, before we read these, here, let's knock on this door. We're at this lady's house now. Hi, yes, can we come in, please?
No!
Okay, that's all right. I have gold coins. I think they're worth either $1 or like $70 billion. I'm not sure.
55th Street.
Oh my! Are you a Crip? This old woman's a Crip.
Appalachia Crib.
I know Mac. Can I come in now?
No.
You don't know Mac?
No.
Okay, please. I'll sell you my. I'll give you my soul.
She left.
No, she's still here. Come on, we're going in.
She closed her door. We can't go in.
I'm gonna break it down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, cool.
Oh man,
we're here. Wait, she's not even. She disappeared.
She's under the door.
What?
You kind of just killed her, I think.
Oh god damn it! You're right. We're walking on her.
Why is? Oh god, she's like. It's kind of like jelly coming up from the door.
Oh, yuck. Lick
Look
it.
how the skull just comes off.
I'll give you this gold coin if you lick it. Did you lick it?
No, it's just the smell.
Oh, Jesus. You know what? In good news, after all of our void travel, I don't smell shit anymore. So, sorry, Ekim. That's, you're a noob, so you got to deal with that. I've had a scabby burp in my mouth so many times, I don't think I would smell anything. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, let's continue with this. We'll sit here in her house for a little while and look at all these creepy decorations. Unfortunately, I guess I'm not going to get my vengeance today, but that's okay. All right. So his appearance, Pumpkinhead has pale skin and has a large head with multiple lumps and pale white eyes with reptilian-like pupils and no irises in the original film. The large head and the fact that he's buried in a pumpkin patch give the creature its name. Rather than having a nose, the creature has nostrils, which each follow the wrinkled design skin above its mouth. The creature is completely hairless and has a large mouth with varying pointed and human-like teeth. There are 2 small pointed teeth on either side of the creature's lower jaw, which you can see when it smiles kind of in some of the shots when he's really doing some evil shit. The creature has a wrinkled neck with clearly visible blood veins and large bulbous objects that sprout from its shoulders. There are also bulbous objects that sprout from the creature's elbows and extra joints on its legs. Pumpkinhead has long arms with 4-fingered clawed hands, which are its primary weapons. It also has a torso with a rib cage like design and 2 muscles underneath its chest, which replace its abs. There are 2 extremely small bulbous objects that sprout from the creature's hips above its legs. The creature's legs are large and muscular with extra joints. This is very detailed. Holy shit. Pumpkinhead has 3-toed feet with thick dinosaur-like claws. Somebody really stared at this for a long time before they wrote this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they like to use the term bulbous a lot.
I mean, it looks like a penis. Okay, I don't think. Wait, is this for a publication?
We could replace this.
That's probably why.
we could replace this all and just say he looked like a dick a little bit, and we could move on.
A little bit.
The creature's extra joints are larger than the other joints in its legs and sprout another pair of bulbous objects that actually resemble that of small pumpkins. I did not notice that. Pumpkinhead has a long tail with a fin-like spike at the end. In the 94 sequel, the creature's eyes are changed to completely pale, bloodshot eyes with no pupils, and all of its teeth are sharp. And then in the last two sequels, Pumpkinhead's design is changed because there is a different costume that was used for the films. The creature's head is smaller, and its teeth are yellow. The creature appears more muscular and has more of a human-like posture. And then its upper body is notably more muscular, and it is larger, although it seems to shrink as it conjures. Its conjurers are killed. The skin is a rotten green color, and its bulbous objects that sprout from its shoulders, elbows, and hips, and extra joints are replaced with sharp spikes later on. Its hands are smaller, with black claws and fin-like spikes, or there's a fin-like spike on the creature's tail, which is changed to resemble its spikes, making it more resemble a devil or a demon. Yeah, and then again, they say that could be related to it having more summoners, although that is unconfirmed. And then just some behavior notes. Pumpkinhead does embody the conjurer's hate and desire for vengeance, as we know, and they're unforgiving of their wrongdoers. That makes Pumpkinhead an entirely unforgiving monster who brutally kills anyone on the list. He appears to enjoy the agony that he puts his victims through, and sometimes it appears he lets his targets escape just so he can draw out the cat and mouse game even longer, just for his victim suffering and his amusement. I actually, side note, really did like the fact that he took the chain off of the dirt bike. That was pretty devious. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. I was like, oh shit, look at this bad boy. As a revenge demon, Pumpkinhead's priority is to make his victims have painful deaths. Pumpkinhead is sadistic and will in fact go out of his way to make the killings more horrible.
And almost like laugh at you too.
And laugh while he's doing it. Pumpkinhead cannot be distracted from its task, though usually only kills at night for unknown reasons, thus taking breaks in its mission. The demon will not kill random people in its way, often seeming to resent this fact when coming across non-targeted humans, unless they're trying to stop it, in which case he has no qualms with murdering them as well. As you can see with the little boy that helped, what was his name?
Coral.
It was not Coral.
Broomstick.
Bunt. Close. Broomstick or Bunt, one or the other. Yeah, so Bunt, little baby Bunt hopped out the window and decided he was going to go help those folks, and Pumpkinhead dragged him out of Ed Harley's house and was hanging him upside down by the foot like he was about to murder him right before Ed was killed. So he was not on the list, but he got in the way, and that was not super good for him. Okay. And just powers. So he does have supernatural strength. He has immense strength. He's able to drag a log like a broom to block the church's exit, as well as overpower multiple foes. He can lift over 7 tons. That is a written note.
Punch through your face with a gun.
That is so specific. Where did they get the note 7 tons? I don't know. He does have like a healing factor and invulnerability. His body is seemingly impervious against anything. He did get shot with a shotgun or a gun in general.
I heard they change it in one of the other sequels.
Oh, yeah? Interesting.
Where he kind of gets taken down by shotguns, yeah.
Oh, well, he did get knocked out, but he did get back up, so I don't know. But it does say even if he is injured, he would instantly regenerate, and the only way to stop it is to kill those who have summoned him. No matter where his targets are hiding, Pumpkinhead has the ability to track them, and he can find them very easily. He is intelligent. Although he's incapable of speaking English, Pumpkinhead is deceptively smarter than he appears. He was able to smash and trash the cars and bikes of the teens to prevent them from escaping. And in the scene, he appears to let out something of an evil laugh, like kind of a giggle. He also seems to know how to use the environment to hunt the marked ones. he also apparently faked being hurt by Joel's rifle to get him to let his guard down. So that's what they're saying. He wasn't actually hurt. He was faking being hurt in order to let him come closer and maybe extend that torture. And he also blocked the exit to the church to prevent anyone from escaping. And then lastly, it seems that he can conjure a storm, or when he shows up, storms tend to happen. His mere presence seems able to bring very powerful winds and storms, and it's unknown if that's intentional or just, a side power of him being a demon. Apparently later on, Tommy in the second film also displays that ability. Okay, cool. And then lastly, just a list of the different Pumpkinheads throughout the series. I have
All
not.
them Pumpkinheads.
I've never watched the subsequent films. Have you?
Nope.
Yeah.
I've only seen the first one.
Same.
I heard the other ones weren't good, so I never watched them.
Yeah, I feel like they might be worth going to watch just for completionism, but also a couple of them were just TV movies, so I don't really know if.
Especially sci-fi. Ugh.
Right. I don't know, but maybe I'll check it out. So in the beginning, this is just the list of the different people who've played Pumpkinhead or have turned into Pumpkinhead. Oh God, that's a Pumpkinhead burp. Oh, that's stinky. Oh God, I'm dying. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Whew. That was rough. Sorry, Troy. Okay, so in the beginning, you have the opening man's Pumpkinhead. So the first Pumpkinhead shown in the franchise, who was killing everyone, was summoned to kill Clayton Heller for his supposed role in the death of that girl he said he did not kill. That Pumpkinhead murders Heller, and Ed Harley witnesses the murder through the window as a child. No further details are specified about that particular Pumpkinhead. We don't know who it was. Then you have Edward Harley's Pumpkinhead, and that is the main Pumpkinhead of the first film that was summoned by Ed to get revenge on the teenagers. That Pumpkinhead is killed by Tracy when she shoots Ed. So assumedly, whoever summoned the Pumpkinhead that killed Clayton Heller was that second Pumpkinhead. And then Ed's corpse is then put into the grave to be the new vessel for Pumpkinhead in future films. All right, so Ed Harley's corpse is used as the vessel for Pumpkinhead in both the third and fourth film. So they maintain continuity. That's good to know. Because in the second film, Thomas Parnell is the Pumpkinhead, which is used in that second film. It's the corpse of a deformed orphan named Tommy. Tommy is resurrected by Miss Ozzy, I guess, who was his caretaker in life, because 35 years prior, Tommy was brutally murdered in the woods by a motor gang of teenagers called the Red Wings.
Teenagers in motor gangs,
right? The reason for his murder being that the drunken teens believed Tommy to be a demonic creature of sorts. Most of the details of the ritual are unknown, but the Pumpkinhead part is caused by the meddling of a group of teens who stumble upon it, one of which was the son of one of the teens who was responsible for Tommy's murder. So that seems pretty muddled. That gets pretty outside of the original, but apparently the sci-fi films use Ed Harley's Pumpkinhead for their films. So that's our notes on Pumpkinhead, the character. Again, sorry, guys, there aren't a ton of notes on production and background on this film, but I did my best. So we're going to move on into the next section, which typically would be with Mikey, but today it's with Ekim. We're going to go through our box office and critical reception and release notes, as well as our reviews from IMDb, the Harambe reviews. All right, Ekim, this is where you would take it away.
I'm nervous.
Hey, you're going to be okay. Do you want me to?
He was my brother.
I know you loved him so much. Do you want me to? Here, let me get this. Hey, everybody! Let's give it up for Ekim. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. We got you. We're here to support you. Everybody here listening thinks that you can do this just as well as Mikey can. We know it. All right. Everybody, shut up. Okay.
Jesus.
You can do it, buddy.
Why are you so rude to your fans?
Fans?
The listeners, I mean.
I don't have.
I've never done this before.
I just got to keep everybody in line, all right? I don't know. It's my
Your
job.
children.
All right, you can do it, Ekim. Let's go.
All right. The film was given a limited release theatrically in the United States by United Artists in 1988, and again in 1989. In total, it grossed a little over $4 million at the domestic box office. The film was released on VHS in the U.S. by MGM and United Artists Home Entertainment in May of 1989. And again in 1995, MGM released the film on DVD twice. Wait, is that 95 DVD?
Yeah, so it looks like they did 2 VHS releases, one in 89 and one in 95.
Oh, I read the bottom note with that one together. Sorry, my bad.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. So, and once in 2000 as a standalone edition, and again in 2008, the 20th anniversary edition, featuring audio commentary over an hour-long featurette, and it was released on Blu-ray in September 2014
Nice.
by Scream Factory.
And that's the version Mikey had, right?
Yeah, the collector's edition. Well, they call all of their releases collector's edition, but yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, it came with a slipcase too, but I didn't get the slipcase when I got this one. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you just change out the cover too?
Yeah, I swapped it for the real cover.
Nice, I love it. Cool.
I like the art they do sometimes. It's just like I like having the original cover on there.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, cool.
All
right. Yeah, so those are just our release notes, and then we're going to go ahead and move on into our Harambe reviews. We have both the Angry Harambe Man.
Ooh, I have one from 2005.
Nice. All right, let's get it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a 1 star.
Okay.
This movie really sucks. I got it from Blockbuster with mates for a laugh, and it didn't let us down. Laugh out loud bad, from the cruddy acting to the terrible special effects. The lame names, Haggis, Pumpkinhead? Come on. This is really bad movie. The only reason why I'm giving it 1 star is because I couldn't give it 0. It is never scary. The plot is boring. The gory bits are so unconvincing. This movie isn't meant to be funny, but like other terrible movies and shows, i.e. Passions. I guess that was a TV show back then. I forgot about that. It can't help but the C-grade actors in Z-grade. Jesus.
Oh, that's not
productions. I could do much better than them, pretty much, she says.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take care of this one real quick. Here we go.
The effects being bad is wild.
Yeah. All right. Good. We took care of that Angry Harambe real quick. I'm just going to say, first of all, he said my mates, which means he is British or Australian. And sir, if you are British, you and your ancestors ate up all the mummies. So you can't be talking shit. Secondly, to call Lance Hendrickson a Z grade. Did he say Z grade?
Yeah.
Actor.
C grade actor for a Z grade movie.
That is just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't deal with that. So just one more time, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this corpse. Just one more time. Good. All right. Cool. So let's go ahead and get to our Happy Harambe in Heaven review. Somebody
so
who
this is
loved
this is from a year after this. So it's 2006. It says, "I love Pumpkinhead." So this is my first review, and I'm proud to say I love Pumpkin. Why do you spell it like that? But he spelled it right in the title.
Weird.
Pumpkin head.
Pumpkinhead.
I recommend this movie with horror fan. If your friend laughs at the name, call it stupid, then they don't know what they're missing. The monster is great, strong, smart. He's pretty much saying that the alien looks like the movie Pumpkinhead looks like from the movie Alien.
Sure.
The cast may not be the best. I don't really rely on that as long as they don't stutter. What? Don't let anything stop you from seeing it. Sorry for any spelling errors is also on there too.
That's probably helpful. Yeah, that one was a little bit tough to get through, but that's okay. Let me go ahead. No, it's okay. It's okay. A little Happy Harambe.
His spelling on a few things was really bad. Just that's why I kept stopping.
That's okay. That's okay. Here, let's take care of it. Here you go, buddy. All right. Just all right. Okay, we took care of that one too. Listen, we are equal opportunity. Both our Happy Harambes and our Angry Harambes both go to heaven, or are just angry, whatever. But we kill everybody. Don't worry. So nothing personal. That's just how it goes. All right, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. We're going to talk about a couple little legacy notes here. All right, so despite its poor box office results, Pumpkinhead has become a cult film.
I mean, most classic horror like cult movies did poorly at the box office, but then they ended up doing like amazingly at home.
And
like
you know
on
what?
VHS.
I'm just going to go ahead and say I've seen a lot worse box offices than this one. They actually made like $1 million on this or something. So,
and they made a few sequels after. So.
yeah. Yes. In 2013, Tyler Dupe, I don't know who that is, but apparently he included Pumpkinhead in his list of underrated horror killers.
Rest in peace, FearNet.
On FearNet. And Fangoria did include it in their 101 best horror movies that you've never seen. As far as the sequels and the reboot,
your boy Jeff.
That's a sequel burp. So Pumpkinhead 2 Blood Wings was released directly to video in 1994. That was directed by Jeff Burr. 2 additional sequels, Pumpkinhead Ashes to Ashes and Pumpkinhead Blood Feud, were filmed in 2006 as made-for-television movies. They were broadcast on Sci-Fi in October of 2006 and in February of 2007, respectively. Now, a reboot of the series has been reported to be in development and was to be produced by Saw executive producer Peter Block.
And founder of FearNet.
Yes. Nate Atkins was set to write the script for the reboot. By November 2021, a reboot was in the works at Paramount Players with a script.
How's that?
Paramount Players? I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
I don't know. They mentioned it a couple times, but let's find out.
Oh, when they focus on contemporary properties, like other Paramount. Okay, I understand now.
Gotcha.
It was founded in 1914.
How about that?
By Williams Wadsworth Hodgkinson. Mayonnaise, I don't know.
William Wadsworth Hodgkinson Mayonnaise. All right.
The third.
One more quick break from our sponsors. Hello! Have you ever tried William Wadsworth Mayonnaise? If you haven't, come on down to the store and buy yourself some William Wadsworth Mayonnaise and mayonnaise accessories. William Wadsworth Hodgkinson Mayonnaise. Okay, so by November 2021, a reboot was in the works at Paramount Players with a script ready, and that a director would be announced, quote, in the coming months. Obviously, they haven't announced anything in 2 years.
Almost
so
3.
we'll see about that. Apparently, some more notes here. With the comic book in 1993, Dark Horse published a Pumpkinhead comic book series called Pumpkinhead, The Rites of Exorcism. The comic was supposed to be a 4-part miniseries, but only 2 issues were published. The second one ended in a cliffhanger, leaving readers with the prospect of a winged Pumpkinhead that would have appeared in the 3rd issue. That's fucked up. Dynamite Entertainment began publishing a 5-issue Pumpkinhead limited series, which was written by Cullen Bunn and illustrated by Blackie Shepherd.
Oh my God.
In February 2018. I feel like I would not go by that name. Maybe I would. I don't know. Okay. All right. So the video game in 1995, Electronic Arts published a first-person shooter computer game for Microsoft Windows.
It was a ripoff of Doom.
Yes, called Blood Wings, Pumpkinhead's Revenge. The game was very poorly received, hence why you had not heard of it, and because it was just a computer game. They always be doing that shit, you know? All right, model kits. So in 1991, apparently... They always be doing that shit. Geometric Design, Inc. produced and marketed the first licensed Pumpkinhead model kit. It featured the demon on a display base depicting a portion of a burnt-out church. Oh, cool. The model kit was sculpted by American artist Randy Bowen. The kit was discontinued when Geometric Design released its Pumpkinhead, the Metamorphosis kit in 1994, which was sculpted by Japanese artist Takayuki Takaya. The second kit was based on the Pumpkinhead sequel story written by Carducci and Girani and published in the Dark Horse comic series. The kit included a glossy, full-color booklet that concluded the canceled comic. Oh, good for them. That's how they put that out. Nice. In 2005, Sideshow Collectibles released a Pumpkinhead maquette. And then finally, last little bit here, music. The horror punk band The Misfits released a song entitled Pumpkinhead.
That was Mike's favorite band.
Which was featured on their album Famous Monsters, released in 1999. Were those the Michael Graves days? I think they were.
Yeah, that was.
That
was the second. It's either the first or second album with him.
I think that was the second album with Graves.
It's a good record, though.
But if you want to know more about the Misfits, go check out the Doombox podcast, episode 2 and 3, something like that, and they'll give you the full history.
Wasn't it the first one?
No, the first one was Super Mario.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, the song Vengeance, the Demon, Close the Door, Out Crowd, by the horror folk punk band Harley Poe was featured on their 2013 album Pagan Holiday. That song includes description of the Pumpkinhead legend. I've never heard that. I'll have to check that out. All right, friends. Pumpkinhead ass bitch pudding. We're done. We're going to go ahead and get our asses out of here. We got to get back to the store. So, little crackhead. I know we didn't actually get to raise my vengeance demon for Balthy, but whatever. The old lady got.
I heard it's DMT we're doing, not crack.
Got switched. No, I only have crack in my pocket. I don't have anything else.
I'm not allowed to do that. That's my religion.
Yeah, you don't have to do the crack. I'm going to feed it to this little.
I just did it though. I thought it was DMT.
What the fuck? You just took the crack? Wow.
I'm up forever now.
You'll be awake forever. I'm going to feed this little tiny head here some more crack so we can get back to the store and get our friends checked out.
I need that crack, brother. That's how it is.
All right, little man, here you go. Eat up.
Crack. Here we go.
Oh, hey, Hugh Janus. How you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Welcome back.
Oh, thanks. How was the store while we were
where's
gone?
Mike?
Oh, you didn't know?
What happened?
Mikey died. Balthy killed Mikey last week.
What?
I know. You mourn. Take your time.
He's our HR guy.
No, Balthy was the... Oh,
I don't care about Mike, but like, what happened?
Oh, well, Balthy came in with a shotgun and shot him in the head, and then that was kind of that.
I mean, he kind of deserved it, right?
He kind of started it. Yeah, he did. And
he interrupts all the time. Fuck him. He's dead.
God damn, Hugh. Get the fuck in the closet. Go on. Get out of here. God damn. Shit. All right. Let's get you guys checked out. Grab your popcorn. Grab your candies. Grab your soda pops. This week you're going home with another treasure trove. So we're going to send you home with From a Whisper to a Scream by Jeff Burr from 1987, starring the ever cool Vincent Price. We're sending you home with The Strangeness by David Michael Hillman, 1985. I saw you fucking with that. You better calm down. We're sending you home with Blood-Splattered Bride from 1972 by Vincent Aranda. We're sending you home with Black Magic Rights from 1973 by Renato Polselli. And lastly, we're sending you home for the kids with the movie Kids. Oh, wait, that's not right. Why'd you do that? Ekim, you can't be pulling pranks. Holy shit.
Oh, I thought I could do that.
No, you can't.
I thought I owned the store.
You don't own shit, bitch. Oh, God, I got to get rid of this guy. I don't know what's going on here. All right, the Kids movie is not Kids, okay? The Kids movie is Chicken Run from 2000, directed by Nick Park and Peter Lord. It's a really fun movie set on a farm where chickens escape and have a good time and try not to get eaten. Yeah, so go check that out. All right, Ekim. Every week, Mikey announces next week's episode. So what are we going to be covering next week?
Since next week is Thanksgiving, we're going to be doing Blood Rage, one of the most absurd slasher movies. And just one of the best horror Thanksgiving movies, in my opinion.
Woo! Thanksgiving!
It's not cranberry sauce.
It's not. Tim! Where
I just want to say one thing. I'm not going to spoil anything, but like when his therapist gets it, oh my god, it's hilarious.
That'll be a real fun one. So join us next week for me and Ekim next week for a real fun time talking about Blood Rage. I guess if I offer Ekim the job, we'll see. I don't know. But that's from 1987 by John Grissmer. All right. Lastly, let's get our shout outs in. So I am actually going to shout out my uncle Ace. He's a really cool guy. I got to eat dinner with him while I was out in California. He's actually he's a screenwriter. He's written some really cool movies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you listen to this, man, I appreciate you spending some time with me. And maybe if you want and you like it enough, we can get you on the podcast to talk about some of the movies you've done. So wonderful to catch up. Appreciate you. Best of luck with the show that you're writing. And yeah, also I want to shout out Master Sardu and the gang down at the Theater Macabre. What's up, Ralphus? How you doing? All right.
So
Ekim.
Mikey has here.
Oh,
Mikey wrote this before he exploded.
Oh.
Yeah. Tangent of Horror podcast. A Dab of Death. That's Mikey's other podcast.
Oh.
Shout out to Jimmy. It's his co-host.
Yeah.
Shout out to In Film We Trust podcast. And also shout out to Doom Generation podcast. And then shout out to Mikey's wife, Katie.
Oh, yes, Katie. What a sad thing to be a widow. Yes, we love Katie. Okay. All right. And finally, friends, don't forget, come on the podcast if you have a project you want to promote, whether you're an actor, director, band, whatever. Shoot us an email, vhsdoom@gmail.com. Oh my God. You hear that? That's a whole, what the fuck is happening? Is that a earthquake? Holy shit! Dude, the fucking store is exploded. What? Holy shit. Who's walking out of that fucking cloud of smoke? Oh my God. It's fucking Mikey!
I'm back, bitch. Fuck you, Ekim.
Holy shit! Oh my God, you're fucking murdering Ekim! What did he do?
Is the Glock 19 still behind the desk?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Shit! Did you?
Right in the head.
You just fucking headshotted Ekim.
I don't know who that guy is. He's been assuming my life for the past, week.
How are you here?
And now I have to undo everything.
That was the biggest burp I've ever heard in my life. Did Scabby bring you back?
He did.
Well, that's it, everybody. Mikey's back. Hey, I had to do a whole fucking episode with Ekim. What the fuck is that shit?
I don't know who Ekim is.
He said he was your brother.
I don't have a brother. I'm an only child.
I don't know. He said he was your brother. He looked just like you.
It wasn't me. I was dead.
Wow. Body snatcher or something, I guess. Holy shit, dude.
Like a skinwalker or something.
Bro. I'm glad to have you back. Katie's going to be so happy not to be a widow. Yes! All right! We're back!
Look, he had IMDb open. Should I read it?
No, absolutely not. No.
Did he do it already?
Yeah, we did everything. Okay. You missed this one.
You guys did a show without me?
Yeah, well, you were dead. You were dead. So, but next week we're doing Blood Rage 1987.
Wait, did you give the news? Did you give the news and all the shockumentaries how I died? The video?
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
We were going to sell it.
Yeah, no, I was in the talks. I was in talks with the New York Times.
Yeah, we're doing a remake of Faces of Death.
Right. And it's just you getting killed over and over and over.
In different ways.
Right, exactly. It's called
even worse, every time.
It's just called The Face of Death.
The face of Mike's death.
The face of Mike's death. All right, everybody. Well, that's it. We appreciate you listening in. We're so glad to have Mikey back. Join us next week for Blood Rage, 1987 by John Grissmer. You're going to love that. Tons of fun at Thanksgiving, and I don't even think that's cranberry sauce. And don't forget, Share us with your friends. And share us with your family at the Thanksgiving table. Hello. Play it real loud and proud, VHS Doom. That's right, motherfuckers. All right, we're going to get out of here. See you guys next time.